vlog number 6. I think I'm just sort of gonna not talk about anything important today, but just talk. Okay, here's an irritating story. I was at a hookah store. We were just looking around. Oh, maybe we'll buy something, blah, blah, and I asked the guy behind the counter, hey, can I use your bathroom? And he looks at me and says, oh, the bathroom isn't for customers. Really? That's the point of having a bathroom in a store if you're not going to let your customers use it. That's all I have to say. It's just irritating. I quit smoking, so I'm really cranky a lot, and my friends, I feel bad for them because they'll say something and I'll just kind of be like, wah, leave me alone. I'm not trying to be cranky. I'm just not used to having my cigarettes every day. Woo! I also decided to stop being a vegetarian. I'll explain why. The reason I became a vegetarian was because I didn't like how animals were being treated by like meat industries. I didn't like the idea that they were left up in these cages, that sometimes they would go through these scalding machines, not dead yet, the abuse that happens there, how they just inject so many hormones and antibiotics, and it's just not healthy for these animals, and it's just kind of prolonging their suffering. So I stopped eating meat for that reason. And it went really, really good for a while. I went about 6 months without eating meat. Then I went to Africa, and I ate meat there because I felt it would be disrespectful of me to refuse the food that these families who don't have a lot of money were offering me. So if, you know, my host mother was going to be making me something with meat, I was definitely going to eat it. I'm fine with free-range meat. And so pretty much all the meat in Africa is free-range meat. So I came back, and it was just such a struggle to stop eating meat. So since I've gotten back, it's been like, what, 8 months, I've had, you know, my slip-ups, and I go back to eating meat, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I need to stop. I want to start becoming a vegetarian again. I want to keep eating meat. Well, stress from school, and I struggle with depression and going through the breakup, and just being sick all the time from the depression and the stress and anxiety of school and all that stuff. I decided right now it would be best if I just stop caring altogether about not eating meat, and just start more worrying about myself, because the whole guilt process and the struggle with trying not to eat meat is something I just don't have time to deal with right now. I'm going to graduate in 2 months. I really have to fix myself, or heal, I guess, because, you know, the depression is affecting my schoolwork and my social life and stuff. And so I figured right now I have bigger fish to fry than to worry about trying to not eat meat. And so decided until I start getting happy again, basically, I'm just going to not care if I eat meat and not kick myself for it. So that's sort of a little rant of what's going on. Which is better because it makes the whole process of stopping smoking a little bit easier, because if I want a cigarette, I can just go buy myself a burger instead. It's a fair trade, right? Gosh, I'm a horrible person. Anyway, other than that, I am really excited about graduating. I need to get out of school, and I've been thinking about not going straight into a job after school, but rather going back to Africa for a couple of months, to give myself some time to heal and to really figure out who I am and what I want. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure even if I want to live in the U.S. Since I've been, I don't know, since 6th grade, it's always been my plan to move to Russia and start an AIDS clinic there and reform the orphanages there, because they're just kind of in disarray. And then when I went to Africa, now it's kind of like to do I want to be in Africa or do I want to be in Russia? So I think I want to travel for a couple of months before I settle into a job where I won't have time to travel after that. And plus, I really feel like if I visit Russia or visit Africa again, I can really figure out maybe where I want to be and what I want to end up doing. And if I don't end up going to another country, what I'd really like to do here is start a GLBT clinic where that community feels safe going to doctors and nurses who won't be judging them or giving them less care than they deserve because of who they are. So that's another plan of mine. I also really want to get involved more with the homeless here. So I'm just kind of in this weird spot where I don't really want to know what I don't really know what I want to do once I'm done with college, other than be a nurse. I want to be a nurse, just don't know what kind. So, yeah, that's about all. Today's the last episode of the L Word forever. Makes me very, very sad inside. And there's this t-shirt that I really want to buy. It says, "I killed Jenny Schechter." I want that t-shirt. And I'm glad she's dead, but I don't want the L Word to end. It makes me very sad. Anyway, thanks for watching and subscribing and commenting and all of your love. Have a wonderful day. Bye.